Alright. Hello, YouTube, Facebook followers. It's Bobblehead from the Bobblehead Scale Rod Shop. Coming to you live. Outlaw Speed Shop just got off the air, so I thought I'd starting to get my groove back, so I thought I'd join back online and do an episode today. Working on the 68 Roadrunner. Hey, Gary. As you can see, the instructions are in the way. This is how the hood is so far. I have to detail them. Been doing a little work on the engine bay. Black liner by Molotov. Beautiful, nice, crisp lines. This is the interior. Two-tone the seats with a little bit of semi-gloss. The rubber floor mats have rubber paint on them, and so does the gas pedal, like the other two pedals will have. Not putting a back seat in the car, so giving the grill a little bit of black wash. Now, something I've found. Thank you, Gary. Something I found is the Hemi Orange paint is an enamel, and seeing as I have basically gotten rid of most of my enamels, the main colors and all that, I had to come up with something close to it. So here's the motor, and that's International Orange with a little bit of gray stock in it. And what is Pro? It started out pretty nice. I gave the valve covers a coat of flat clear, and came out just exactly what I was looking for. So, but just been plugging along. Multiple things going on, working tons of hours. I'm going to do a little bit of stuff on the dash, dress it up a little bit. This is where the Molotov pens come in handy. There's the dash. And there we go. Now, a few things picked up. Picked up a 32 Ford Phaeton. I've picked up I forget what the heck it's called. 62 Dodge Dart. This was the club that I'm in locally. The gentleman who was originally in charge of the club, this is one of his builds. I want to come up with a rear bumper for it, and repaint it. I'm not a big fan of this green. I'm going to paint the interior, repaint the interior, and detail it. It does have an engine. I'm going to do some more detail to the engine bay. But that's a old school promo build. Promo style build with the screws in it. An old screw bottom. Oops, sorry. So that's another one I'll be doing here in the near future. You kind of see the Mustang in the back, the McLaren style Mustang. I haven't done much on it yet. I really, like, the last couple days have sat down and worked on something between work and just not being in the mood. It was something I was like, okay, well, and then somebody came along and said, "Yay, what you working on?" I'm like, nothing, because I don't feel like it. And next thing you know, I actually felt like working on something. So put the radiator together. Hey, Rick. Now I gotta remember not to put the wrong side of the radiator to the front of the car. I kind of do that once in a while. Let me turn this down. Yeah, it wasn't a pleasant sight. I got to the show and a buddy of mine goes, "Hey, your radiator's in backwards." I was like, "Oh, punk, go pie in the face." Let's see how this goes in. Let that dry. I mean, I never really thought of how big the radiators were in these cars, and then I see this. Hey, Two Talls. And holy majeemies, that's a big radiator. Well, seeing as I've got time while that's drying, I'm going to actually hit the radiator cap with a little bit of brass, or gold leaf, which is close to brass for me. And I do apologize, the desk is a mess, I do know. Plan is to get everything. Yeah, I try. That's the thing is, Two Talls. I try to keep it semi clean, but I've panned over once, but let me pan over again. That's the other desk, and that's where I typically was building. Yeah, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 13 projects on that table and 3 over here. So I'm hoping near future to get both cleaned up and reworkable. Bought another shelf unit and I'm going to be picking up another one so I can um, try to straighten up a little bit more and get things a little more organized. Um, with the model car club, I'm currently now the person that's in charge of taking care of all the stuff for the club. So one shelf is completely their stuff right now. Um, been working on the 65 Chevelle as far as the concept. My Pro Touring beast. Yeah, I don't either know. I don't know either, Rick. My workspace at work is clean as it can be, and this is a bloody damn mess. It's now one thing I'm going to work on in the coming months. I've got our show in May, which I'm working on a Firebird for, um, and a couple other builds that I'm kind of working on to try and get finished, which includes the Roadrunner. I'm going to finish the beast. Um, I've got parts coming from 3D Model Specialties. One is the motor with the twin turbos. Um, you see exactly how I got it. Um, I'm going to get it into regular paint and finish it off. The gentleman who started the construction of this, uh, very wonderful person. I was wholeheartedly enthused to go to Kansas City to sit down and have a conversation with him. And when he passed, I knew there was only one thing I could do, and that would be to complete one of his models in honor of him. And so this is going to be fun. It's going to be life-changing. I mean, it's already in the life-changing status because to have one of his models, it's not scary, but it's an honor. Um, I do have one of his completed models up on the shelf, and so this will be one that I am going to be working on this year. I've got 3 pro mods that I'm working on, and I figure I'd do the truck get his truck done first. I live in Missouri, Tootles. But yeah, that'll be a twin turbo rocket. Cool, cool. Yeah, the show in Kansas City is my escape from Missouri once a year. But after that one gets done, my next big project as far as pro mods will probably, I'll get back on this one, little old F88. And this one's going to have a little bit different of a motor. Um, I've got quite a few S10s, and I've always wanted to build a twin turbo S10 powered uh, vehicle, and that will be this one. So, but that's in the future. Pony Express NNL. Never heard of the Pony Express NNL. Elwood, Kansas. Huh. That might be something I have to go to next year. Oop. Move the dart. Oh, and another one. I've gotten a few more parts to work on. My 32. First year. Okay. Well, I'll give it a try next year. See what happens. But this is another one that I've been working on that I've been looking to get parts here, find parts for it. It's the 32 sedan drag body put on 32 AMT coupe fenders with the David or Stacy David Gears hot rod hood, and it'll have a stock style grill. One thing is it sits too high with this under it. That's what she'll potentially look like. Get that nose slammed in the ground, raked look. And the interior of this car is going to be empty, empty, empty. It's going to have 2 seats, a gear shifter, and a dash. And what I've been trying to find and get is parts as far as the motor is concerned. I kind of want something different, but then again, I want something that will give it that Rotters aspect. So, and as soon as I get to learn how to use these paints through an airbrush, I've actually been contemplating ultramarine blue for this, or this morning mist. Cool, congrats, Taylor. Um, so what's you guys' opinion? Ultramarine blue or morning mist? Or mix the two and come up with a combo? Um, and I mean, I painted this body. Ooh, shoot. So, and I used the same type of paints and clear coated it and everything, and it turned out pretty well. The only thing is, I can't paint at my house currently, so the blue. And this is something I've been trying to figure out. The buddy of mine showed me this, and he took one of these AMT 32 sedans, and he did a body dropped rat rod on the purple chassis that comes in the what is that thing? Phantom Vicky, and it's like, oh, that's pretty cool. That's a cool idea. And I started looking at it, and I was like, I got all the parts, so that's something that it's not in the extreme near future, but it's going to be down the road. And that's me. I jump around. I've got projects out the wazoo. I was going to be joining a build off that was going to start in a week and go until sometime in February. But somebody wanted to get a little bit drunk and happy, uh, happy, and I said goodbye. So, Still have ordered the wheels that I'm going to take and was going to use. The model I was going to build. And I figure since I'm not going to be partaking in that contest, I'm going to still build it anyways. And when I get it finished, I'm going to say, see, you missed out. So, but yeah, that's what I've been up to, what I've been doing. Other than that, not much has been going on, but like I said, working and et cetera, et cetera. So, okay, now I gotta find the steering wheel for this thing. That's a stock one. I thought this had a custom one. Nope. Okay, now to figure out what I need to paint it with. So that's when you get out the trusty cell phone and look up what you're looking for. Alright, well, this is gonna be fun. But, clean it up just a bit. I have to say though, all the cars I build, the ones that I don't get was Chrysler's muscle cars. You have a beautiful black leather interior, or you've got a beautiful uh, you know, leather interior, and you'd ruin it with either a pressed from plastic mold steering wheel, or you'd use one that was wood, which wood is cool, but hell, now that I got that to dry, I'm going to take a break. Appreciate everybody coming on, hanging out for a little bit. As soon as we get past the first couple weeks of January, I should be back on a little bit more often. I try to be on at least once or twice between now and then. I do appreciate everybody coming on, hanging out. This is Bobblehead from Bobblehead Scale Ride Shop, saying I'll catch you later.